Could you kindly tell us what it was like during the Nepal earthquake? Because I know you survived that earthquake and you had witnessed it. So please tell us what you saw in communities who were affected.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here and sharing his story in front of such a distinguished people. So working in the media is the privileged. Privileged in the sense you don't have like allocated official time. It's a 24/7 job. So April 12 was a Saturday. I was working in the home. Generally I didn't go office unless emergency is there. So I was working in the home. It was like 11:55. I was working in my laptop and I think acquired something uneasy. Then I just turned around. I can see the broken glasses from the kitchen and television fell down from the rack and my son in the other room shouted, "Dad, this is the earthquake." And I said, "Yeah, this is earthquake, come out." And he said, "No, don't run, just stand near to the door. Go below, just go below to the door." He said, okay, I am coming, you do same. And he came in below to his door. I reached there, I can see the lots of glass cracking and so many things, so you can still sound in the kitchen. The 3-story concrete building is going like this and this way. My son is just 3 meters away from me. I wanted to hug him, I wanted to catch him, but I was completely helpless. Just wish for the God, "Oh God, save us, save us, save us." And you see, it went so long. I feel like that it is already 5-10 years I am hiding this situation. So much worried. The door is, we were in the first floor, wanted to go out. No courage and no idea came. It was just going on and on. I think like it's going on since very long and long. So I was just expecting good. Oh God, save us, save us, save us.
Can we look at the photo and
yes.
Can you show me the next slide? There were some photos. Oh my goodness, look at that, all the damage.
Can you just put the first photo? So that was going so it's happening and you see what I felt that time is I'm observing the death of not one, death of dearest. So panic, so many thoughts coming and going and coming and going. Then it stopped. We ran out, and many people ran out. We came out in the air. So many people we can see outside the Kathmandu. It's dust is flying over, and try to call someone. The network is so tight. My wife was traveling in some remote districts. She is the government officer and she is working in the remote hill district and she was on the way. And just in time, my phone rang and I picked up the phone and she was speaking. "See, did you experience something?" And we said, "Yes, we are safe. We experienced it's a huge earthquake here. How about you?" And she said, "I am traveling in the mountainous road. Big stone came from the hill and went to the riverside. Luckily, we are safe." So many people coming and going. Mobile network is jammed. It's very difficult to contact within the Kathmandu. Outside of the Kathmandu, sometimes it's contacted. And we can see after 3-4 minutes, lots of siren and helicopters and so many emergency things. We try to call someone in Kathmandu. It's very difficult to contact. Try to contact in my office. It's very difficult. The network is hugely jammed, and some people come in a motorbike with the high speed, and they said, "You see, we had a long big tower in Kathmandu that is called Dharara, very unseen things, and that is fell down." And the people used to reporting something happened, this happened. Many houses were collapsed. Many people are many people were inside the houses in the restaurant, and they are being situation is unknown. So many things happen in my area. Just 5 minutes away from my house, one house is collapsed. It's a 5-story building, and that collapsed, and one person killed by the house. Then we can imagine the situation, how terrible is going out. And I try to contact in my office because we are in the communication. We are the communication network. Under our network, we have 274 communities radio. That is the largest communication network in the Nepal. We can reach up to the 95% population in the country. And I just tried to contact my colleagues, and meantime I could able to contact, and I said, how is the situation? They said, our building is safe, some computer lost in the studio, in newsroom, and I said, how is the studio? People are like very much horrible. Next aftershock is coming, that will be more than powerful. That was 7.5 magnitude, and the rumor in the rumor in the market is that next is coming, that will be more powerful. So it's very difficult to save our life. And let me tell you one thing. Kathmandu, this is the resident of 4 million people, and single person was not in the house. No one inside the house. Everybody is in the open space. It was 12, and when I tried to survey and I went outside of the houses, second after shock came, after 10 minutes it was small, but after 30 minutes it was after shock. So people were so much terrified, terrible. The situation was so much terrible, it was beyond the imagination.
Could you tell us at that point, and then after seeing all of the effects, did you feel that Kathmandu, that Nepal was resilient against the earthquake?
Yes. So what we did, we are from the communication sector, and we concentrate all our effort on communication sector. There were other humanitarian organizations. We are very much thankful to international community. Prime Minister from Bhutan, he traveled earthquake was about 11:55, and Prime Minister from Bhutan, he reached around 8 p.m. for support. Indian government has announced some support after 4-5 hours, and so many international community, China, America, so many. We are very much thankful to all the international community, and we tried our whole effort how we can convey right information to the people, because we are from the communication sector, and we wanted to provide actual information to the people from the humanitarian organization also. Then we had an emergency meeting the other day, and I asked what the best we can do. And my colleagues, they suggested we can provide the actual information, and we can assess the radio. Then we try to find out how many community radios are affected, and came to know that around 60 radios are affected by the earthquake of the 14th district. It affected in 14th district, and next day we had a meeting, and our team moved to the field to assess the losses, and we found 60 radios are affected by the earthquake, and they are not having the operation. Then we moved and we invited other stakeholders and keep the meeting, and we had a strategy. Let us go at least one radio operation in one district. And we requested some equipments. Some has transmitter was collapsed, some radio has a mixer. There are so many technical problems with the radio, and some radios buildings were cracked, so they are not able to go to the inside. And what they did is, some of the community radio from Radio Sindhu, Radio Lamichhane, Radio Gorkha, they came to the open air. They brought their transmitter out in open air and started live from there. So don't worry, the message at that time was, don't worry, next aftershock is not coming. So wherever you are, be safe, care your child. So government is doing his best to support. So that kind of message we started to deliver from the open sky.
So messages of hope.
Yes, hope. We were trying to create the hope. However, there are Kathmandu was in the headline of the AV media. So what we found is, any television media, there lots of provocative, lots of negative kind of messages were there. And what we tried, we have gone through a meeting. And being a practitioner of appreciative inquiry, what I strongly instructed my team, don't give any negative message. Just give the message that creates the hope. Give the message how people are surviving, how people are cooperating with each other. And we have gone through that. And like before the earthquake, the role of radio was not much appreciated in Nepal. But after the earthquake, we are highly appreciated by the government and other sectors. And the government line agencies, they cooperated with us. They provided diesel and power backup support, and they wanted us to provide broadcast 24 hours, because that was the only source for the information to the people. And what happened, Nepal is it's struggling with the poverty. We have only 64% literacy, however, mobile access is there. And people are also sending text messages to the radio, and radio relay, where is the situation, how is the situation. We became big connector from the government to the community. And then after we facilitated the whole rescue work. We coordinated with we had a CWC communication working committee meeting, and we hosted that meeting, invited all the agencies in round table and reporting and find out the needs and take the action for the residents. Then we could be able to support for the rescue work. There was a very good story. One child rescued after 3 days. One of the army officers, he used to work in he was working in his barrack near to his home. When incident happened, he ran to his home, and when he reached home, his father and 3 members from his family were already killed. And what he did is he left his home, and he has gone other rescue to other people. This kind of story emerged in Nepal. So the first priority in every people was to save some other people. That was the lesson we learned during the rescue work. Many radio people, they lost their family members. Even after that, they keep starting reporting. That was huge, another strength. So you see the 55-second earthquake gave us huge pain. It's a loss of 10,000 lives, more than 20,000 injuries. Government of Nepal has done PD and found that 700 billion rupees is lost. So poor country fighting for the prosperity has gone back and back. And we were in the phase to after the rescue, we were in the rehabilitation and reconstruction work. Government of Nepal has gone trying to make a reconstruction authority. And the bill is in the parliament, and hopefully one day that will work. And the international community joined the hand, and we had a conference, Nepal support conference, and beautiful promises there from the international community. We are very much thankful to His Excellency Secretary General Ban Ki-moon for his support and his willingness to support and regular follow-up. Meantime, what happened, the political instability there, we were trying to have a new constitution, the new constitution came out. After that, big tragedy is happening. We are the landlocked country, and we are changes happened. So keeping in mind that, we started to have a life skill program through the radio. And we are conducting this program every day, and we are presenting here one of the episodes. So that they have to learn so many new things and cope with the new scenario, and so this is a program called Lifeline program. So every day we are broadcasting this program for 30 minutes.
So what's the content of Lifeline?
Okay, the content of Lifeline is very much contextual. Suppose that in the people are farmer. This story is about the farmers. If they are they have to storage the seeds.
Maybe bring the sound down.
Oh yeah, because they have to come in the suppose that they do not have enough food, and they need to have the food security scheme, and we are teaching how they can save the food in that crisis. So this is all about how they can prepare the seed for their farming, because they do not have storage. The storage is collapsed, The store is collapsed and they are in the train and they have to look after all the seats in the train. However, there is rat and so many things are there and they have to protect it. And another one discovery is that when we had a meeting, we were broadcasting the program, we came to know that the listener do not have enough radio sets. We found that and we are broadcasting the programs that is being aired, but listeners do not have radio set. Then what immediately we did is we staff member collected the money from, like we donated some money and we announced in the Facebook, social media, we are going to do this. If you are interested, please come and join. There are some people who joined us and we could able to buy 300 radio set and distribute it in the front, like in the affected area. Then after UNICEF and other organizations, they also joined the hand and they started, they supported radio sets and we distributed. And now people are, that really radio is connecting them.
Were you also talking about other content like on health?
Yes. Content on the health, content, and that time we broadcasted the rescue policy of the government. About information about the rescue team. We share important telephone numbers, interview with the authority. So, because people want to directly connect with the government. So, we try to connect them.
And why is the program called Lifeline?
Yes, Lifeline is that after the earthquake, and even now there is a very big psychological fear on the people. And we think that if we give some psychological support, and they can find out some solution. So that's why we call it Lifeline.
Okay, thank you very much, RC. Can we please give him a hand?